Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live in Byhalia, Mississippi at Sweet Swine of Mine.
We're here.
We are live. I've got Mark Lambert here, not in Texas. Good to see you, brother.
Good to be back.
Good to have you back. You see, we have this overhead cam working, so we're gonna minimize that real quick, but we're gonna show that
This
to
is
you.
shrapnel left.
We're gonna show that to you here in a little bit. We've got a full house tonight, man. We got Chris and Trish Lytle. We got Eric and Alan. We got Big Jim. We got Gary. We got Daniel. We got Todd. Mike Brown.
Y'all be careful, bro.
Hey, y'all be careful. They headed to Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
All right, brother. Y'all be careful. All right.
Don't do a cooking class. Shorten that learning curve.
Right.
That's right. Sharp Matt Saw.
It works.
Sharp Matt Saw. Speaking of cooking classes, we do have some coming up. We got steak class coming up Saturday. Still got room. Get signed up.
Yep, we got room for about 9 more.
Yeah, I think we got room for 9 more. So y'all get signed up. We're ready to go. Me and Big Jim and Mark Lambert himself will be here showing some different techniques of cooking steaks. And then Mark's going to talk about the anatomy of the steak loin from chuck in to the other side. G-Man, miss y'all. Love y'all. Be praying for your family.
No worry about it.
No worry about it. We're good.
Jimmy's
Jenny.
dad passed away.
Jenny's dad passed away. Yeah.
Sorry about that, G-Man.
Yeah. So,
How much that steak class cost?
so we are here. We are live. Mark Lambert's Twisted Culinary Food Mind came up with some stuff tonight. Raging torrent of food mind of the genius that is Mark Lambert.
We came up with we did a al pastor on a trompo at San Antonio Rodeo Barbecue.
Yeah.
And thought, why couldn't you do a rib the same way? So when I went to the freezer and started looking at ribs to pull out, first thing I found was something way more Mexican than a rib, and that was a rib tip.
So we're talking like street food Mexicano,
Yes.
and then we're doing it al pastor style.
Al pastor, we put them on the smoker at about 4.
Yeah.
We ran them on the Yoder 640 for a couple of hours and turned them, and they're caramelized. And then
That's the non-Peyton Aldridge edition.
the non-Peyton Aldridge edition. That's right. That's right. It's now the United States of Sweet Swine of Mine.
That's true. That's right. That's right.
So we smoked them, and then we cooked them with a pastor marinade, and we'll post this recipe if you want.
Yeah.
And then we added some fresh pineapple, cilantro stems, and some jalapeno puree, and made us a little finishing sauce. And we just poured that over them, and then covered them up and set them in the smoker.
So,
Ooh,
yeah. And then we got some fresh tortilla. Oh, man, that grill is just
it's getting
rolling.
good.
All right. So I got something behind here, right here, rolling right there. You see this little beauty, this Hunsucker drum? Well, we sold all the tickets, thanks to y'all, in about 12 hours overnight. We put it on sale at 4 o'clock yesterday, and I had them all sold by 8 o'clock this morning. So thank y'all so much.
Who donated that?
This was donated originally by Big Jim
Yep.
to the MBBQA. Then Michael Goff won it at the MBBQA conference and donated it right back to Faith and Fires Ministry. And so we set up the raffle yesterday. We sold 50 spots at $25 a spot. Sold them all in record time.
What you didn't say on the raffle is it has one of the clean out tools with it, and a clean out lifter, and it's got
The cover. So $1,100 grill, smoker.
With
Easy.
everything about 1250, 1300.
Okay. All right. Didn't know that. So thank y'all so much. We're going to give it away tonight. Y'all stay tuned. We're going to do the drawing. 50 numbers in my phone. We're going to do a random draw on this app that I have. I'm going to do it live on screen. Then I'm going to go back to the post and see who had that number and that's who's going to be the winner. And the winners are responsible for picking up or shipping. If you're going to be at SCA Worlds, we'll bring it to Fort Worth. Anything besides that, you're going to have to come to Byhalia or pay for it to be shipped to you. So, or just let me have it. That's fine.
You can donate it right back.
You can donate it right back. It'll be fine. We'll cook on it. Janet Phelps said, "Thanks, Big Jim. Your willingness to support others is amazing. Good luck to the new winner."
Yeah.
So, thank you, Big Jim. If you don't know Jim Hudgens and Miss Susan, their heart's bigger than themselves. They give a lot to, especially for kids and stuff like that. So, and we got a lot of servants of givers out here. We got Eric and Alan, which do multiple things for kids, cooks, and especially at the shed. We talked about that 2 weeks ago. So we got a lot of good friends.
Man, I'm here to tell you.
Don't we? So we're all going broke. Is that what you said? I heard that. My ears are kind of good sometimes. Don't tell my wife I can hear that well. So Jody Davis said, "Good evening, folks from East Tennessee. We want to celebrate with cooking up a story with Aaron and the Joes. They celebrated their 100th podcast today.
Oh, wow.
So 100th episode of their podcast today. They're still one of the top podcasts in the nation.
I remember back when I said, "Hey, man, you really need to do a podcast."
Yeah. You really, somebody else needs to hear you. Like he said, he posted the other day that 10% of all the podcasts only make it to 4 episodes. Get past 4 episodes. 10% of those don't make it to 100 episodes.
Wow.
So they really got something going on nice with cooking up a story with Aaron and Joe's. Y'all please make a listen. Spotify, wherever you download your podcast, go out there.
I promise you
like,
can't make up the stuff that they do.
No. But they've talked from everybody to bail bondsmen to barbers to recording artists to blacksmiths, whatever. If you, veterans, exactly,
And Methodists.
I went along with it. I don't know what you were saying.
Might tweak it a Protestant.
Might get a Presbyterian next week. I don't know. We don't know how crazy we're gonna get. But yeah, y'all go check out Cooking Up a Story with Aaron Joes. But we are gonna give away this Hunsucker drum tonight. How much longer do the rib tips need?
They're ready.
They're ready. Okay.
We were ahead of the game on
We
that.
had some bloomin' bologna.
Yep.
On the Yoder that you put on there with the rib tips.
And if you don't know what a bloomin' barbecue bologna burn-in is, then go to YouTube and search it.
Yeah, you can search it on Sweet Swine of Mine's YouTube page. Excellent video Mark Lambert put out, a couple years ago maybe?
There are many like it, but that one is mine.
And that one went viral, I think. I mean, it just got stupid amount of views,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So, Steve Hughes, good evening. So we got, man, I'm just super excited to be back with you here and all that. And we have the class coming up Saturday. We also have the Weekend of Champions Memphis in May or MBN style class coming up March 10th. It'll be Mark Lambert teaching the shoulder division. We got Hometown Barbecue teaching the whole hog division. March 9th, 8th and 9th. I'm sorry on the dates. 8th and 9th, we're starting Friday at 5 o'clock. I do apologize. I was thinking February 10th for the state class. March 8th and 9th for the MBN Memphis in May style class. Mark, again, is doing shoulder. Hometown Barbecue is doing whole hog. And James Cruz will be doing the rib division. And these are all previous winners, and I'm not talking about 10 years ago. I'm talking about here recent.
Yep.
So if you want to sharpen that saw, you can't learn too much about barbecue. You want to take an edge off of learning curve.
Yep.
This is it. So
it doesn't matter what class you go to. I went to a class back in December,
yeah,
and I took a class from the Hot and Fast guys up in Missouri, and first contest right out of the gate, first place reel.
I mean, you saw what he did at the shed. He used what he knew, what he found out in Missouri, and he
Yep.
he applied it at the shed. And you took home some money that weekend, didn't you?
$2,000 rib.
$2,000 rib. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So
That's what I
but
thought.
then I took San
And,
Antonio and it didn't do nothing.
well, well, I can't win everywhere. But you also that weekend got a new grill and
Yep.
and new set of knives and all kind of stuff, and got to compete against old Alan Smith.
Yeah, it was a hoot.
Yeah.
Had a good time. So then we went to San Antonio, raised a bunch of money for kids. Cooking, we did barbecue nachos and cook donations and raised a bunch of money for kids. We got the award raising the most money last year at the rodeo.
Yeah.
I think it was $16,000 or something we raised selling nachos and beer and stuff like that. So
And y'all cooked with Joey Smith with Texas Chrome.
Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, and we had a couple veterans there cooking with us. Had a great time, and then got to spend a couple days after that going fishing with Joey and Cassie down at Port O'Connor, Texas, and then back to San Antonio for the MBBQA.
Yeah, and if you're ever out in the Port O'Connor area, you want to make a trip of a lifetime, hook up with Joey Smith, Captain Joey Smith. He'll take you out on a fishing tour.
He specializes in back bay, inshore back bay kind of stuff, but he's got the street he lives on. There's 3 other offshore guides.
Yeah.
If you want to go offshore, he's got you right there.
Yeah, so hook up with Texas Chrome Outdoors, and if Joey,
Texas Chrome Outfitters, I think, or is it outdoors?
I think it's outdoors.
Is it outdoors? Okay.
Yeah. If Joey can't help you, then
he
he knows somebody that can.
He'll take you on a duck hunt during duck season or fishing, and then of course the guys will take you offshore. We spend a little time catching snapper because it was so calm. So depending on what's biting is where he'll take you.
Yeah. So Janet Cole Phelps said those were beautiful, huge fish. So
Yeah, we took a couple of them and cooked them live fire right there at the MBBQA.
yeah, the MBBQA had a live fire event. Some crazy stuff from alligator to ribs to
Texas Chrome
Octopi.
Texas. Yeah. Occupy. I saw the Occupy hanging up there. I was like, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I know. It reminded me of that. What was that? Shark Tales. Remember the Shark Tales movie? You ever see that?
No.
They had an octopus on there that was a pretty cool cat.
Yeah.
Worked at the car wash, at the whale wash.
Yeah. You're a fan of the animated?
Oh,
The
yeah.
animated.
When you got kids, you're going to watch it.
See.
It's going to go down. You're going to see
Yeah.
all the animated stuff.
Yeah, I missed all that. He goes, we were riding back from somewhere, and Mark says, Mark is a big movie line guy, you know, and he says that. It's like, I said, what's that from? He goes, oh, it's from Shrek. And I go, I've never seen that. And he goes, you've never seen Shrek? And I go, no. And so one day I had to watch Shrek because, you know, I was missing out on what. I was
A lot of
missing
one-liners in
a
Shrek.
lot of one-liners in Shrek. And I didn't know where that came from. So Miss Bobby Lambert says, good to see you two back together.
I know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Back, Darren Proctor, Mark, you made my dreams come true with them ribs.
Oh, yeah. He said best rib he ever had.
It was. The ones you made at the shed were absolutely the best rib I've ever had.
Oh, yeah. They were fire.
They were fire. And the proof is in the pudding or in the paycheck, I think.
I had no idea what was going on. But, man, they deserved to win. They were good.
They did deserve to win, no doubt. A little different weather since then.
Yeah.
I mean, it hadn't been that long ago since the shed, but, you know, it was, I think, 17 degrees when we left here to go to the shed. Now it's been 60, 59, 60 degrees in the afternoon, you know. So
You can tell it by looking at the roads that it was here, though.
oh, yeah. There's more potholes than potheads in DeSoto County.
Man, it's jacked up.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, no, I'm just joking. But my wife goes, my wife driving home from Memphis today, and she said, there's a whole lane just blocked off. And I said, maybe that was just they blocked it off because it was potholes. And she goes, there's potholes everywhere. They can't block off the whole every street.
They're cold patching the potholes.
Yeah,
One
it's
lane at a
terrible.
time.
It's
One lane at a
terrible.
time.
Yeah. So
Natural governors.
exactly. You might as well be putting speed bumps everywhere. Yeah, that's right. Let's see who else is on here. Jimmy Davis,
Get down.
Charles Martin, Greg 2 G's no cheese, Eric Loftus.
Eric, we're doing the ribs, man. The pastor, you wanted to see it.
Yep,
It ain't full on ribs, but it's rib tips. It's
the
like
rib tips.
this is a Memphis or East St. Louis version of
Yeah, you
What
see
we
where
talking
that sign says rib tips? See down there, it is like you'll see a Gran Torino with no wheels.
If you don't know
Don't
what
I-
movie that's from.
But don't ask me for directions. I ain't even from here. I'm from the east side of Chicago.
Was that Vacation One? Or what was that? Wasn't that Vacation?
Yeah, that was Vacation 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was before they went to Europe. I-40 in Nashville has more potholes than Memphis. I'd have to see that.
Man.
I'd have to see that. David Z says there's more potholes on I-40 in Nashville than there is in Memphis. I'd have to. You'd have to get a counter out there.
It's like the police are talking about either they're drunk or they know the pattern of the potholes.
Yeah.
If you ain't drunk, you just dodge it.
The drunk drivers are the ones driving straight. Yep. So, y'all stay tuned. Share as much as you like, because if you were in on the drawing, please, you need to watch, because we're going to do it live here on the show here in just a little while. So, y'all make sure to watch that. Tell me, huh?
Hurry up, give me my drum.
I hope it comes back around to you, man. You know, Big Jim gave this drum away, and then he was the first person to call and say, hey, man, put me down for 4. So if he gets it back, he gets it back, man. A lot of things been coming around full circle this week. I have to tell y'all a story about Faith and Fires real quick. So we've been talking about needing a trailer for our tents and our cookers and our tables and stuff when we go and to like San Antonio Rodeo or
Keep it all together.
Yeah,
man.
keep it all together. Just have it in one storage
And
place.
a rolling billboard.
Yeah, we're gonna have signage on the side, and so we've been looking for a trailer, and probably me and Mark been talking for a while. The ideal size will be somewhere like a 7x12. Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and this is a fraternity brother of mine that lives in Grenada, Mississippi. He doesn't have anything to do with cooking, like competitive cooking. I call him, talk to him about something else, and he says, man, I got something the other day. You might know who it belonged to. It's got a bunch of them SCA stickers in it. And so he sent me pictures, and I was like, well, I don't know if I've seen the trailer before. I said, but Mark's in San Antonio. We'll talk about it. I said, what size is it? And he says, 7x12. I said, what are you going to do with it? Oh, I'm just going to fix it up and flip it. I said, well, our ministry is looking for one. He said, well, it sounds like it belongs to you then. So I said, well, I'll have to talk to Mark, and he's in San Antonio. So I told Mark, and I showed him inside pictures of the trailer. And he said,
I knew before I saw the picture.
you knew?
Oh, before I saw pictures.
Oh, you did?
Remember I had to ask you, is it silver?
Yeah. All right. We were talking on the phone. I hadn't sent him pictures yet. That's how that story went.
Yeah.
I hadn't sent him pictures yet. He said, is it silver? I said, yeah. He said, I bought that trailer. I said, do what? He said, I was in Illinois on a hunting trip, and a guy had it posted on Facebook Marketplace. It had a CTO on the back. and you bought the trailer with the CTO on it back.
Yep.
Brought it back to Mississippi. Ended up taking the CTO off, selling the trailer to Mike Brown.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Mike Brown sold it to Holly and Steve.
We went through Norm and
Oh, that's right.
they went through Norm and Keith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That was a step we didn't know
Yeah,
about.
I didn't know
All
about
right.
that.
So then it got to Steve and Holly. Steve and Holly had an accident with it chocking, and it went down the back hill of their house, hit a tree. The insurance company bought it. Insurance company put it in an auction. The same auction my friend was at. And for some reason, he bought this trailer that he didn't need. When I talked to him, he said, well, I know exactly why I bought the trailer now. It was meant to be yours. It was always ours.
Yeah.
God does things like this. I'm telling you, he does. If you put God in everything, you'll see God in everything. This is just how this works. He's selling us the trailer for what he's got in it. He's not making any money, not making any money on us. And so it's just a God sent blessing.
And lo and behold, we had just enough money, and Faith and Fires had just enough money to buy it.
That's right. So we had enough.
Not any more, not any less.
Not any less. So God provides exactly what you need when you need it, and puts people in your life to provide those things for you.
It's like we talk about the spirit of giving and folks giving heart. Then they talk about how much you talk about how much they give. Well, it comes back. It comes back. The more you give, your Lord ain't gonna ever let you give too much.
That's right. I think a giving heart is definitely blessed by the Lord, and I want to tell y'all that that everything that we do, everything that God does in it, and we just use ourselves for God's purpose, is for spreading the gospel and encouraging others to spread the gospel. That's what we use these blessings from other
Directly
people.
or indirectly.
Yes. So it is awesome. So
There's a Faith and Fires trailer coming soon. You'll see it.
Yeah, you'll see it at Worlds. We'll try to have the graphics on it, but definitely it's gonna be ready.
We need to hit up Black Rifle Coffee for a coffee sponsor so we can.
Yeah, if anybody knows anybody at Black Rifle Coffee, please, we need a coffee sponsor.
We want to provide coffee everywhere.
At everywhere, we want to have a coffee maker. We want to have coffee brewed. We want, at every comp we go to that has where that trailer is, we want to have a coffee pot and brewing some coffee.
You better find out and get you a freezer.
Huh?
We get some popsicles in a.
Oh, there's already a freezer in there, baby. It's got a refrigerator freezer in there.
I'm an X on the coffee pot, but that's popsicle.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, priorities first.
Priorities.
Priorities first. Popsicles first. It does have. Hey, look, man. The trailer has an air conditioner. It has the white walls. It had a refrigerator already in it. It's ready to go. So can't be more pleased about what God has provided us.
Yeah.
And I hope that there's many people blessed around that trailer for years and years and years to come.
Yep.
So
I know
the
perfect place for
it. Yeah.
Championship.
Yeah. And so Bill Mann says, hey, brothers, God is awesome. No doubt. Bill Mann is one of our board members at Faith and Fires, and he is a wonderful servant of the Lord. And there's not going to be a single contest that Bill Mann goes to where there's not going to be Stake Church. I can promise you that. So what do we got going on with our rib tips?
Man, they're ready. It's time to break them out.
It's time to go, huh?
Time to break them out.
All right. We got some boats coming out. We got some quiet folks that got over
We got
there.
some big ones this time.
They got quiet over there. I start worried about that group over there when it gets quiet.
Food was ready. We should have.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Pay attention. We're not the shy ones, bro. Bring out the food.
E.F. Hutton ain't got nothing on a rib.
That's right.
Man, tell me what this smells like. Look. Peeps this.
The last thing I ate flavored was that food from the conference.
Oh.
Live fire. It was one of the best. It was the best thing I had in Texas. The whole time I was there.
my gosh.
That was low bad chicken.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that meal, and we're gonna recreate that meal right here on Old School one
Oh,
night.
we're gonna have to do it right here.
And so I've heard, and look, when somebody from like Mike Davis came back and dropped off the tent back at my shop, and he goes, "Oh, Mark Lambert's meal was the best thing in the park." And I go, "You're not the first person to say that."
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. We went to a bunch of different restaurants. We went. Hey, I'm gonna search out good tacos. He cooked a chicken leg and stuck it in a clear cup with some steak for sheepdogs, mashed potatoes, with some gravy. Everybody, I love gravy.
I mean,
He had me a
hey,
gravy.
Tasting
dude,
great.
I love gravy.
But
Cut me up.
it was simple, and he nailed it.
Yeah,
And you tell people all the time, you don't have to go extravagant
Just
if you can't nail it.
keep
Go
it simple,
simple.
stupid.
And
Yeah,
nail it.
And
He
it's killer.
seriously had the best food in the entire park,
And it was
Hey.
easy.
and it was super. The chicken leg for one was unbelievable.
Eric, your dad's watching.
And then hey, when you take the bone like a peasant and
Yeah.
you scrape the rest
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
out the bottom, you
You
suck
throw
on
the
bone.
spoon, away, and then start grabbing. Yeah,
My spoon had flavor on it, bro.
Joe Hire said them drumsticks were awesome.
They were, hey,
It
tell
turned
Joe
out-
I said hi.
Alan Smith says hi, Mr. Joe. Barbecue, Alaska Barbecue Man says I had to take a shower after eating mine. God, made him feel dirty.
Oh,
Got it all over.
Right. He had to smoke a cigarette.
We got
Riley,
these caramelized
look at that. Look at that deal.
rib
Oh,
chips.
hold on. Let's bring up that camera there.
This is you talking about like this is straight up just eating. You might need a shower after this too. You might get it all over you.
Yeah. Let's see. All right.
Here, try that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go guess we're probably go in there and get some more paper towels. Oh look,
Got napkins.
here's the napkins.
Oh my goodness. No, you didn't.
Uh-huh.
No. Here.
The savoriness of that.
What do you think?
Oh,
Let me
dude.
see.
What about it, Jeff Paul?
Trying to get all the spices in my head.
Yeah.
There's a lot there.
Yes, there are. Pineapple?
Mm-hmm.
What
On the
is-
finish,
what,
yeah.
What are the peppers?
That's a jalapeno puree.
Okay.
And then
I would have.
the peppers in the marinade is chili guajillo.
Okay.
I want to reach in front of the camera. Are these ready to go?
Mike Davis says that looks delicious. Hate I'm missing tonight.
Yeah, Mike Davis.
I hate you are too.
me too.
I might need a shower after this.
Yeah, you might get this all over you.
What? Pepper?
This is some straight up Mexican ribs right here.
Yeah. Okay.
What about it, Eric Hodson?
It ain't bad.
It ain't bad. You ain't mad at it, are you?
I hate
Goodness gracious.
Great bowl of ribs.
The texture, I wish was a little better,
Yeah.
but maybe they sit in that acid too long.
Yeah.
But
No.
texture's a little bit.
Because it did what now?
Setting the acid too long.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm thinking these little prickled red onions and cilantro. On
Oh,
there,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it would be on.
Some of them Riley Wrights pickled onions.
There's cilantro and pineapple and pepper all in the finishing.
Yeah.
But it's all just kind of blended up.
Dude.
But think the acid in it, it's got a lot of acid. It's pineapple and orange juice in the acid in the marinade. So it could have sat in there a little long. That changed the texture of the meat.
Actually, this one's good. You don't even need teeth on
That
this.
one good.
Yeah, you could take out your dentures on this.
This one's on the dry side.
You can put it back and grab another one. That's probably the only thing.
I was just to say, then you got the wrong one because look at
They're good though. That
Oh, yeah.
might be the bottom of that pan right there.
It's totally different, right?
Yeah.
Totally different flavor.
That is wonderful.
mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how well it would do at a Dirk Mullins Rib Cook-Off
It
Association.
ain't that weird.
I said that because he's watching.
It is not bad at all.
It's not a comp rib, but you talking about a different flavor eating rib?
It's good.
That's good.
Well, one of my favorite ribs is a country style rib, but you're not turning those in either.
Yeah.
But you could have some like
Or I can.
cilantro rice
Mm-hmm.
or something like that on the side. Like you could do something like that.
Or a margarita tortilla.
There's
Yeah,
tortilla.
tortilla
Right
right here. Might have to pull some of that rib meat.
there. Make you a taco.
I know y'all just got back from Texas. Y'all might be tacoed out, but I'm not.
I'm
He
over it
said.
now.
He said never.
Because the way you do this pastor, normally you make this marinade. The marinade is orange juice, pineapple juice, chipotle, chili guajillo, achiote paste, garlic, onion. What else am I leaving out? A couple
I don't
other
know.
things I had
You-
at the top of my
you-
head. Olive oil. And then you marinate it, and then you cut this pork butt real thin, marinate it, and you either put it on a trompo, which you stack it up on a spit that's spinning, or you just throw it on the plancha on the griddle and char it and throw it in tacos.
Yeah.
So we just put it on some rib tips. The only thing we did that was a little out of the ordinary.
Yeah, a little pickled onion. Maybe some of that Sassy Joe's pickled stuff would be good on this.
Pickle pico.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Something different.
That tortilla looks pretty good wrapped around it.
But not the best thing we've done, but certainly really good.
Yeah. Hey. It ain't bad.
It ain't bad at all.
It ain't bad.
I think the little thin cut pork butt does better.
Yeah. Hey, but we had to try it, right?
The other thing I did is I put some baking soda in it this time. I normally don't do that for the pork, but normally that helps texture. It's more than
Yeah.
anything.
What's that do?
Baking soda adds it really just changes texture. It silks the meat. Usually it helps it tenderize it and gives it a silkier, more tender texture. Especially, in cuts of meat like chicken breast, chicken thigh, sliced up pork butt, or sliced up steak, anything.
You know how when you go to like a Chinese buffet or something
yeah.
like that, and the chicken has a different texture, it's like real smooth.
That's
That's
how
how they do that. No.
They just take the chicken and cut it real thin, and usually they take some soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, some Chinese cooking wine, like Shaoxing wine, and baking soda, and they mix it all up and let it sit. It's only like a 30-minute deal, too. So if you got those things, you mix it up. If you don't have Shaoxing wine, you can use sherry, dry cooking sherry. It works really good. And it's just a splash and soy sauce. And really, it's just for two or three people, 2 or 3 persons serving. It only takes about a quarter teaspoon of baking soda. It doesn't take much at all.
Wow.
When you put it in there, you'll see it instantly,
They're good.
foam and sizzle up.
It's changing texture.
Changes texture.
Now, can you do that for like a rack of ribs?
I suppose you could. I hadn't tried it yet, but I do it on everything. I do stir fry. We do that. Everything. It makes a huge difference. I mean, we've done pork, chicken, we've done beef, we've done deer, we've done duck. Everything you think of. I did a duck stir fry down there for Joey Cassie and all his neighbors, and we silked the duck with the baking soda and made that marinated. There's some of the women on the block that didn't like duck that ate it.
Yeah. Let's talk about especially with wild game. It's a texture thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not only a flavor thing, but it's a texture thing too. And so it kind of takes away some of that. Definitely with chicken. Chicken breast is not my favorite cut of the chicken, but if you can, the silking technique, it kind of changes it. And chicken breast is my least favorite.
Chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs first.
Oh yeah.
Chicken thighs. I'll eat a chicken thigh anytime.
I'm into that.
That's the second best.
What's the first?
The flat on the wing.
No
Oh.
doubt.
Yeah.
Wing flats are hard to go wrong.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that either. So I do like wing flats. Have y'all seen these wing rails?
Oh, when they split the flat.
No. Where it holds a bunch of wings at one time.
And it kind of pinches them together.
It kind of pinches them together. So when you're you're cooking wings and you flip them. I'll bring them on the show. We'll use them one night. But you can put legs in. I mean, drummies and flats in there, and line them all up. And you see, and when you got them on the grill or the smoker, you can flip them all at one time, and you can put like 6 to 8 wings in there.
Every day.
So really, really good invention, whoever did that. But you can get them at wingrails.com. But I just bought a set. And I'll bring them up here one time. We're doing wings.
It only holds like 6 or so. You probably bring like 3 or 4.
20.
I got 8. I got 8 sets. So we ought to be covered.
Break out the other fruit fry.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, yeah. We got the wing chicken cooker.
So, Mark, if you hadn't seen the pictures of Mark cooking the chicken legs, cooked on a Meadowcreek. Well, how big was it?
It's an 8-foot chicken cooker.
8-foot chicken cooker. Had it filled up with chicken legs, and it rotates them, flips them completely over. And it's a heck of a cooker.
It'll do.
Yeah.
I think it'll do 150 pounds of chicken at one time in an hour.
Wow. So you load your charcoal on the bottom. It's an open pit.
Yep.
And then you just flip over this rack and get your chicken legs done.
It's a 2-piece rack that's shackled on one side, so it sandwiches the meat between it, and it's got a center pivot that it sits on, so that all of it spins and flips over back and forth all at once. You can look it up on our website. Just look under Meadowcreek. There's anywhere from an 18-incher they make up to a 12-footer. So depending on whether it's on a trailer or a push-around model,
And you happen to sell them all right here in
Yep.
Sweet Spot of Mine.
But it cooks the best chicken there is. But you can do pork steaks on them. You can do charcoal fired ribs.
Yeah.
You can do corn. You can do, whole fish. You can do all kinds of stuff on it. It does
Yeah.
a great job. And so it just puts the perfect amount of char and crispy skin all in the same time that the meat gets perfectly cooked through and tender. It just all happens at the same time.
That's right. And you don't have to flip all those legs.
Yeah.
Because by the time you flip all those legs, you got some burning over here,
And you lose all the hair off your arm.
That's right. Yeah, you look like a hairless cat.
Yep.
So
Blister.
with a blister. So we're about 40 minutes in. We're about 10 minutes away from doing the drawing. Y'all stay tuned.
The finish to that chicken is just a perfectly grilled chicken leg, but The other part, if you haven't had steaks for sheepdog mashed potatoes,
Oh,
Oh.
you're missing out.
and that's as easy as it gets. We sell the seasoning here. You can also buy it at Townsend Spice and Supply. But Joe Wilson and Shane Lynn came up with the perfect mashed potato seasoning. I think it was a blend that they had before, and they just happened to figure out that it worked well for mashed potatoes and
Yep.
adopted it for steaks for sheepdog.
That's right. It was not original a mashed potato seasoning. It was just a
I
garlic.
think they called it stick 'em up garlic.
Stick 'em up garlic.
So if you can get that's the same thing, but they came up with a great recipe for steaks for sheepdogs to wherever they go to cook-offs to have a standardized potato recipe that was easy and repeatable.
Yeah.
And it's if you get a bottle of the seasoning, it's real simple. It's 5 pounds of boiled gold or red potatoes.
Yep.
With 8 ounces of sour cream, 8 ounces of margarine or butter, and then an overflowing capful, the cap that comes on the steaks for sheepdog potato seasoning, an overflowing capful of that. I'll throw an extra for a big batch. I'll throw a little bit of extra salt in it.
Yeah.
But for a small batch, that's all you need.
Yep.
And you blend those things up with your beater, and once you get that done, all we did was take that chicken leg and run it through some demi-glace we bought at Off the Dock Seafood. Thinned it out just a little bit and run it through that and just stobbed it in there. And everybody thought it was the best thing ever. Because
It was.
it was just easy. It was easy.
It was. I FaceTimed Mark Saturday morning. He was kind of all like easy going. He's like, I said, "What you up to, buddy?" He's like, "Oh, fixing to start my potatoes." And I was like, "It's about 9:30, I guess." And you were like, "I was like, what time is this all getting kicked off?" He said, "Oh, about 11 o'clock. We're good. We're good." And everybody else was probably running around with a chicken with their head cut off, trying to get their live fire stuff done. And here you are, just like, "Hey, I'm mixing up potatoes."
Yeah, we started a fire, went back, made potatoes, and went back out and put chicken on.
Yeah, that
Next
was
thing-
it.
Then Caden and his buddy showed up, and they served it all.
That's right.
Yeah, you talk about easy.
Yeah, you had the high school kids from James Madison
Yep.
there, and they were right there in San Antonio, and
Eric and Alan and Chris and all them, they made a big
jambalaya, didn't
jambalaya for
Yeah.
everybody.
they? Yeah.
And then
I
when you
saw
put that demi-glace on top of that jambalaya, let me tell you something.
So you took your chicken demi-glace and put it on top of the jambalaya.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was righteous.
All right. That's like fat boy talk right
It's
there.
show of Fat Boy Disney World. That's a ride. I had a fast pass.
That's a ride. Yeah, I had one of them things with Mickey Mouse face on it, and I was, hey, you're gonna have to let me through on this deal.
So, what we got coming up now? We got our class this weekend.
You got to go back to Texas.
Yeah.
You went to you got to go to Houston Livestock Rodeo.
But before that, we got
Austin.
next week. We got Nashville. I'm gonna do the Hearth Patio Barbecue Association Expo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna hit a little class at the end of it that teaches us better ways to do outdoor kitchens.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna hit the National Wild Turkey Federation Expo
When is this now?
next week.
Next week.
Yep.
During the middle of the week.
Yeah. So, because Tuesday we're going to hit the expo, the barbecue expo, and do the class. Wednesday we're going to hit the Wild Turkey Federation Expo at
Mhm.
Gaylord Opryland,
Uh-huh.
and then we're going to come back home on Thursday.
Okay. All right.
Quick run and back, and then immediate week following there, starting on Wednesday, we're back to Houston.
Back to Houston for the rodeo and barbecue, and then when's Austin?
And then immediately following that week after, we start setting up for Austin, and we do the Austin Rodeo.
Okay.
And if you win Houston or Austin, of course, you get a seat at the Houston Rodeo the next year.
Okay. All
So
right.
there's 2 chances back to back to go back to Houston
All right.
on Champions Road.
Okay. Cool deal. Cool deal. So got that coming up, and then we'll be like 5 weeks away from the SCA World Championship
This year we're in a different site at the rodeo. OBR has their same spot, but we have moved across the parking lot to the Texas Social Club.
Yeah.
So we're cooking for the Texas Social Club and for the committee party and all that there this year at the rodeo.
Okay. And will we have? Oh, well, the Faith Fires tent won't be out there, but you'll have your flag out in the
Yep.
in the RB.
Yep.
So the Faith and Fires flag will be there. And we'll be doing Cook's Church
Absolutely.
at San Antonio. Houston Livestock
And
Rodeo,
Austin.
and Austin Rodeo. So then we'll be at Fort Worth, back to Texas, Fort Worth for the SCA World Championship 10, number 10.
Eric and
Don't
Alan and
forget
I.
about the championship
we will
classes
be-
the weekend.
Oh,
before
yeah,
that.
the weekend before that, we have the MBN Memphis in May Weekend of Champions class. And then we'll be heading to Fort Worth on Tuesday or Wednesday or some of that.
And we're going to hit the Ace Hardware show
Oh, yeah, you're already
that
gonna be
Wednesday
there.
before. That's right.
You're already going to be there. Wednesday before.
Before the SCA World.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have the Ace Hardware Expo, their big conference, and we're going to cook a little small deal for that. Board Night Out and us, we're going to be cooking for that.
Already be there.
Yep.
Okay, cool deal.
Then we've got SCA, and then, whoo,
Then it's late time, baby.
then it's,
And then we'll rest up for April.
and a few turkeys will have to die throughout that time
Yeah.
period.
Rest up for at the end of March, first part, and then April.
Get the grease hot because the crappie are going to get caught too.
That's right. And then gear up for Memphis in May and Mosquito. God, is it that warm?
And the smoke slam.
And the smoke slam. So, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like I need to wear like a Jerry Lawler wrestling attire
We're gonna have to
when I
get
go
you-
to
yeah.
that.
Better pull one
Well,
straight
then-
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that strap down on Saturday. You mine, baby, you mine.
You do that there finals.
Yeah. Oh, if I make
I'll do
finals,
it after.
I'm doing a cartwheel.
I'm going to get you a string wife beater.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea. God bless America. So that works us into May, man, and super excited about all that. And then we'll be out Branson for the National Barbecue High School Barbecue Association.
We will get the chance to judge that as well.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. Have our friends from Boys Night Out there judging. Super excited about that. And maybe y'all can help us hand out popsicles and we'll have a good time.
One for y'all, two for me.
We got to find we got to raid a store in Branson, Missouri and make sure they got original bomb pops there.
Mm-hmm.
So
We might have to bring a bigger freezer that weekend.
yeah.
We may have to.
We might have to put that in the. Yeah. Hey, I forgot about. We'll have a trailer so we can put a freezer in there and just run them out of the.
You got that big icy tech with some dry ice on it.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll
That'll do it. The icy tech can keep them cold. I'm gonna tell you what. They were out of dry ice in Texas when we went,
And it was 11,500 degrees.
oh my gosh, it was so hot. It was like 100. When you say this is how hot it was like 100 and something degrees. That's enough. You go over there, it's enough.
100% is 100%.
100% is 100%. It don't matter.
It was 141 degrees on the pavement.
141 degrees on the pavement, 162 degrees on the hood of my truck. It was hot. I mean, hot.
That's bad.
It was real bad. So the next time somebody asks me, "Hey, do you want to go to South Central Texas in June?" I'm gonna say,
Peace out.
maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, you're gonna have to tell me, what's that all about. So it was my first time there, and it was warm. It was about as warm as Tulsa. I believe Tulsa, Oklahoma is closer to the sun. I don't know. I mean, really, Tulsa, Oklahoma is really, really hot. So we're about 49 minutes in. I think it's popsicle time.
Popsicle 30.
I think it's popsicle 30. Prayers and popsicle time. And then we're going to do the drawing. We're going to do the drawing. Everybody want to share this deal because this is about to be done. Oh. Oh yeah. What happened? What's this new pup over here? He thinks he's gonna get a popsicle. Hayes loves him some popsicle. He don't even know it yet.
He don't know what he don't know.
He don't know what he don't know. All right. Let's have us a popsicle and some prayer. Uh-oh. You better not do that. That dog done went to training school, and then you gonna mess up his schooling with that popsicle. Alan will have to send him back. He went to school, he can take naps better than anybody I've ever seen. Jen agrees. Jen agrees with that.
Professional nap taker.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's pray this deal out, and then we're gonna give away this thing after our prayer.
Let's do it.
Make sure there's people praying that they win this smoker right here.
You're wrong for that.
I know it.
You wasn't telling no lie.
Our great Heavenly Father, Lord, we just we come to you tonight. Want to thank you for this evening. Thank you for these friends, family, Lord. Thank you for all that have supported us and this little fun show we do. But Lord, I hope we're a blessing to at least one person out there watching. Thank you for this food and these friends and this time of fellowship. And Lord, just be with our country, be with our leaders, be with our law enforcement, our first responders, our medical, and our military. Lord, just protect them and as they protect us. Lord, we come to you and just pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
All right. We're about to do it.
Break out the randomizer.
Hey, Kel and John did y'all right at the conference.
What now?
We're doing Cook's Church.
Oh yeah, I
They
heard.
did a fantastic job. I actually videoed, but it's like 4-minute video. It's kind of hard to transfer, but I was going to send it to you.
Yeah.
Little much. But they did a jam up job.
All right. So I got 50 numbers in there. 50 numbers.
I'm sure we should 51.
I just wish they had my full.
We're going to hit raffle. It's running.
Ooh. Round and round she goes.
Is it going to stop?
Just looking for my name.
It's a number, and your number ain't in there.
Why I'm still looking.
Is it? Oh, did it?
They knew I wasn't in there.
The winner is 40.
Who was that?
Dusty Wally! Dusty Wally! Congrats. Come on, Dusty. Come on.
He had 39 inches.
Golly. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. Dusty Wally called me after I put out the post this morning. Dusty Wally called me and he said, I want to cover your last 4 numbers. You got 4 numbers left? I want to cover your last 4 numbers. So he was the last one to buy the last 4 numbers. He just paid us when he walked in the door tonight. And he's walking home. I mean, he's going home with this brand new. Yeah, he might have to. Hunsucker drum smoker.
A new drum to go in his new truck.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it'll go good in that
How's
white
the wife
truck.
gonna feel
Congratulations, Dusty Wally.
Your wife's gonna be so happy. You
Yeah.
guys in the group.
Yeah.
Put an Alabama sticker on the front.
No, you do not.
That's the only way I can keep it.
All right. Okay.
All I gotta do is buy
Well,
the red.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And
That's why those
I wanted
drums are
one
red.
forever. You know that. I've been talking about it
yeah,
forever.
Meant to be.
It's meant to be.
meant to
I
be.
appreciate it.
No, hey, look. 46 people picked their numbers. Picked their numbers. Hand-picked them. The last 4 numbers, Dusty Wally just got them.
He is.
He
what-
got the
what it
winning
was
number.
then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Get away from my smoke.
I mean, if you look at the numbers he got, 39, 40,
You will love it. Donate if you
48, and 34. So that was the numbers he got. So 39, 40, 34, and 48. And it was the winning number. Congratulations, Dusty.
The randomizer don't lie.
The randomizer don't lie. Thank y'all all. Thank y'all everybody that for the donation. Thank you everybody that bought a raffle ticket. We'll be doing some more of these. But thank y'all so much. It was a blessing. And you know, we're gonna pray over this smoker, and may a lot of people be blessed over the food that comes off of
This
it.
is going toward outfitting the trailer and logo in the trailer and everything to do to encourage other people to stand up and stand out.
Yep. So thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. God bless you. Are you gonna be back next week?
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah,
You're driving back Thursday?
Yeah. We'll be
You
here.
all right? Cool. We'll figure out something. We might make some
Chicken legs and mashed tater.
chicken leg mashed potatoes. He called it. Y'all watch it. We'll be right back here. Same bat channel, same bat time.
That's right.
God bless y'all. Love God and love people, y'all. We'll see y'all later.
Here's a picture of it. Look.
Here's a picture of what. Oh, hold on.
I don't think can you see that?
Yeah. I can see it. I got it.
That's the picture.
Hey,
Stop bragging in front of everybody.
hey, it ain't bragging if it's truth. All right. Love y'all. See y'all next time.
I hate it. It is still bragging.
It's still bragging. All right. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
It was worth bragging.